Okay, so Link has asked me to play a game from his date of birth, 1983. The game that won the Golden Joystick, Jetpac. So we're going to get this in quite quickly and start playing the game. So we're going to go into 48 basic and then type load with the exclamation marks and then enter. Go, have to restart that because that has done something really weird. Why does it keep doing let?
You need to press the letter J and it will go load. That's it.
Okay, sorry about that. Going to enter. And while this loads, I'm going to tell you more about this game and the people who made it, the Stamper Brothers. We did try and get a interview with them, but sadly they did decline this.
Going?
Oh, sorry about that. So we did try and get them, but they have done it to many other people and we didn't manage to. And they worked for Ultimate Play the Game, and in one of their games, Donkey Kong 64, on the Nintendo 64, they made an Easter egg where you can actually play Jetpac. They made sequels of this game, Solar Jetman and Lunar Jetman. They also, this is the Stamper Brothers, made GoldenEye, 007 GoldenEye, one of the most popular games on the Nintendos. They also made Donkey Kong World. And there might, on this game, be attribute clash, which is where on the pixels or the 8x8, they only were allowed two colours on the screen, not on the screen, on the 8x8 squares at one time. So the colours, things might change colour.
So here we have the screen loading, and we're going to leave this loading because there's a couple of things to tell you about, and also to just give you an idea of how long it takes for these games to load up from the tape. This will still be going on for another minute or two yet. So just going back to the Stamper Brothers, I think we did them some disservice there. They definitely didn't work for Ultimate Play the Game. They were the Ultimate Play the Game. And these guys were the ultimate coders in their day. They've got a serious CV behind them. I think, of course, we were disappointed they didn't want to do an interview, but I would have been disappointed if they'd agreed to it as well, because their entire career they have said no interviews. We let the games speak for themselves, and I think that's been a pretty good policy because they have made some amazing games. So yeah, absolutely. We've got the attribute clash to watch out for whilst Luigi is playing the game, and I think it's probably just worth pointing out the controls you're going to be using on this game as well, because they're quite simple, aren't they?
Here, all we're going to be using is Z and X to move left and right, and then I to boost upwards and J to shoot.
That's right. So to give you an idea of what came with these games, whilst Luigi is getting to grips with the game, which will start now, I'm going to read out the blurb that came in the tape deck. So, the Acme Interstellar Transport Company is delivering spaceship kits to various planets in the solar systems throughout the galaxy, and as chief test pilot, all you have to do is assemble the rockets and thrust onto your next destination. So Luigi, you've got one player game and keyboard selected here, so if you press 5, it will begin the game.
Oh, 5, that explains why.
That's it, so be ready, because an alien's going to come and get you.
Oh god.
And you've lost a life. As everyone has who's ever started this game for the first time ever, you immediately lose some lives. It might help if you blast up, get away from them. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my god.
But as you don't often get the
Oh,
chance of a
okay.
free trip across the galaxy and space travel is oh so expensive, now is your chance to get rich. You might just as well stop off on several planets on your journey, collect the odd sack of precious gems, elements or gold, and take them back with you. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Is it simple, Luigi?
No!
Keep going, you'll get the hang of it. But before you go and make yourself the richest person in the whole universe, you must remember to refuel your spaceship. Every time you land on a planet with 6 fuel pods, any other goodies you collect are yours to keep. Upon landing, you will find yourself equipped with the very latest hydrovac jetpack, which can automatically airlift almost any rocket stage, fuel pod, or valuables you care to land upon, and release them over the rocket ship base. Plus, mega powerful quad photon laser phasers to blast any nasty mean little aliens who might object to your visit. And my, do those aliens get upset when you collect all of their valuables and sneak off without so much as a goodbye. Well, that took some time. How are you getting on? Have you collected a piece of rocket yet?
I did. I just didn't get
you
it.
got it. There you go. That's it. So there's actually a vertical band going up from the rocket base.
No.
And as you pass that vertical band, whatever's in your hand drops out of it into the rocket.
Out.
Okay.
Because I was like, where's the drop button? How do I have to shoot to drop? Oh no. What was it?
Normally going left and then up is a good starting point on this particular level.
Oh god, I need to actually get over there.
That's it.
No, why did it not drop? Why did it not drop?
Because you weren't quite over to the right, because you just dropped off rather than boosting off. So that little click was where you left the tape running. So it took quite a long time to get from the end of the program load to the end of the tape.
Okay.
And that's because the Stamper brothers were kind enough to put the game twice on each side of the tape.
Okay.
So that if part of the tape got degraded, you'd still be able to play the game. And I don't know how, it's kind of a new idea to me, and I don't know how many would have done that. It'll be interesting to see whether any others do have that feature other than Ultimate Play the Game games. All of the ones that we got with this Spectrum, we got 5 other games. None of those have it duplicated on one side.
This is hard.
It is hard. So we're going to do some editing, of course. We'll be playing this for quite some time, and we'll edit bits out if you just keep dying. The idea with these games is you do have to think and learn. So you need to be thinking, okay, that didn't work. Why didn't it work? I won't do that in future.
What? It won't pick it up.
Yep. So it wouldn't pick that up because the other section hadn't landed on the rocket yet. So you need to watch below, wait for it to land.
Oh my, died again. Keep that gem up. That way. No!
So normally when I drop things, so this is what I'm talking about, like learning as you go. Normally when I drop things, I'm normally blasting towards that top level. Yeah, so pick up your fuel
It wouldn't let me.
and then fly up to the top level.
Okay, that makes sense. What do you mean blasting towards the top level though?
Well, you'll have to have your jetpack engaged.
Oh, why is it not jumping? Jump up! No, no.
That's it. Go up there. That's it. And then go back down now that it's getting close to. And actually, and so this is the second thing to learn. So the second thing to learn is whenever you're collecting from that platform, carefully watch what's coming out the side of the screen, because running away is more important than picking up what's on the screen. Yeah.
They're faster than me.
In fact, it's fair to say in this game that your priority is always avoiding aliens. Priority number 1 is avoiding aliens. Priority number 2 is shooting aliens who you can't get away from. And priority number 3 is actually trying to do your mission. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So you have to be opportunistic. When there's a chance to do your mission, do it. And have you worked out yet what happens if you fly to the edge of the screen?
No. You get stuck, don't you?
No, it can be an escape route. Try it, flying to the edge, that's it.
Or it can just kill me.
Yeah, but it can be a good way to get away from things.
Whoa, no. No. I think we're actually getting used to this. Do not.
So for those people watching on the screen, notice what happens when the jetpack guy, I can't even remember if he has a name now. Notice what happens when he picks up a pink fuel box. You'll see all of the colours start flashing pink and white. And that's because the jetpack guy's okay if he's on a black background because he's the colour white. So white and black can exist in the same square. But when he then tries to carry a purple box, things start going wrong because then you've got black, purple or pink and white. No. And those three colours can't exist in the same square. So it kind of adjusts for it and you get these flickering different colours. Basically the colours go wrong. I'm sure the Stamper brothers would have liked them to have just stayed the colours they're meant to be. And that's what they call attribute clash on the Spectrum. And you'll see it in loads of Spectrum games, and some people hate it and some people like it because it's... Oh my word. I had to cut myself off there. I was talking so much technical I didn't even realise what you were achieving.
I finally finished the level.
Right, heads up, level 2, the aliens will behave in slightly different ways, but your rocket ship's already built, so you just need to collect fuel.
Oh, that makes
Try to learn what the aliens are doing.
Oh my god, they're bouncing. They are bouncing
right?
a lot. No, oh, I thought that was a fuel tank. I was like, why is this fuel tank bouncing?
Oh, well done. I thought you were going to die there.
Oh, well, I did. Didn't die as fast. Oh, no. I press shoot. That is... At least I've got that. For my first time winning, I guess. Oh, God. I was too busy looking at the buttons to even work out I was trying to... Nope.
So this is our first episode, and it's I'll say it out loud. It's difficult to know how long to make these, you know, because I think we could have fun on this for another half an hour. I've got a feeling the audience don't want to watch you play this for half an hour, so they're going to have to leave comments down below and give us some kind of idea of what parts of this episode are too long or too short or too detailed or not detailed enough. I mean, it's very difficult to know, because I'm excited about this, so I can talk about it forever. And I think you're having fun with it, so you can probably play it a little bit longer. So when we're not filming for 8-Bit Crisis, is this something you think you could actually see yourself playing and trying to get onto another level?
Yeah. Maybe this should be my challenge until next video. Get past level 2.
I think this is one of those games that doesn't have an end. I think after so many levels, maybe I think it might be 5. I think you get 5 levels, and the aliens behave differently in all 5 levels, and then the game will start again, and you'll have to rebuild your ship.
Jump.
And ultimately, the goal is to try to get a high score.
Nice. Oh, that's my high score I can
so that's the end of level 1.
God.
We'll give level 2 one more go.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go on to our scoring, and we can introduce our viewers to your
I really
steering
like
system.
this. I really like this.
Okay.
Oh.
Well done. Good. Good. Is that the first time you've refueled on level 2?
No, I think I did it last round and it fell off the map. What? Wait, is there drift in this game? Because I swear I just drifted. I'll stop touching the button and it will drift.
Do you want to play it again?
Yeah,
okay.
Happily. Now I need to rebuild it. Nope. Straight up. Wait for it. There we go. Still think this game drifts a bit. When you like land and you aren't moving, it will drift slightly. That's something I'm learning. Yeah, do you know what my thinking is for getting a high score? I think I'll refuel it, but I won't I'll get all the fuel parts, but I'm also going to just spend a while, just collect. Oh, I didn't even realise I was across that side of the map. Whoa.
Oh, that's a dangerous one to have to collect from the corner, you see, because you don't know when someone's going to come and grab you.
This isn't fair. I'm going to hide there. I want gems. Give me gems. That's a fuel tank. I want the fuel tank, but I want gems.
So the premise of this game, if we think about it,
Whee.
is you're basically a corrupt astronaut.
Yeah, I am, and I'm trying to.
Who's going to like extra planets that he's not meant to go and nick a load of stuff, whilst shooting fairly hostile aliens.
Oh, I thought that was the button as well.
I'm just not sure where this idea of a corrupt astronaut comes from, because aren't they meant to be the most kind of trustworthy, calm team players in the world?
Yeah, and I think
And
this is
one's
probably going to
just
be a high
decided
score.
who's going to go and steal.
This is probably going to be a high score, Dad.
No, you got over 3,000 before.
Yeah, this is my
3,330 your high score at the moment.
Okay. I feel like I could most likely do something. Oh, I don't like that bounce. That bounce is very, very scary.
Not quite. Okay,
Okay,
good.
I'm going to score this one now. Let's score it.
Right, so should we tell everybody what we're doing then? So every game that you play,
Yeah.
you're going to score. And you're going to score it on 5 different criteria: originality, graphics, sound, playability,
And fun.
Okay, so I think when you're looking at fun and playability, I want you to be, and originality, I want you to be comparing it to games that you like now.
Okay.
Yeah, so you need to be harsh if necessary.
Yeah.
But we really want to know, how does this stack
I really
up
like
compared
this.
to your alternatives.
Yeah.
When it comes to graphics and sound, I know
I'm going to be comparing it to the older games.
Yeah,
'cause compared to new games.
I know that you've seen quite a few older games now, because we used to have a Nintendo Mini. And
Nintendo's Super Nintendo
Yeah.
that I had from my
Yeah.
auntie.
So on the score for the graphics and sound, I want you to be sort of frank about how it compares to older games around about that era. Did they do a good job with the graphics or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. Scores out of 10 for originality first.
So originality, I've never seen a game like it, even on modern games. So I highly doubt that there's any from older than this, saying it's from the 80s. So I'm going to go 10 on originality. I've never seen a game like it. On graphics, this is being compared to older games. Dad, by the way, are we classing older games as SNES?
No, SNES isn't an 8-bit computer.
Okay.
So this is compared to the other things you've seen whilst we've been thinking about doing this channel. You've seen quite a few little clips.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to say maybe an 8, because it's quite, I know it's 8-bit, but it is quite simplistic even compared to some of the older games.
Okay.
For sound, it's very beepy, whereas games like Manic Miner are more like actually sound based almost. So I'm going to give it maybe a 7. For playability, I'm probably going to give it a 9. The only reason I'm not giving it a 10 is because when you land on something, I've found that it drifts quite a bit.
But do you think that was part of the physics? It's like a skid. If you imagine that you're landing with a jetpack on, you're probably going to skid. So maybe if they built that in,
but
that's possibly contributing.
I don't know, 'cause a lot of times if you're just above it hovering and then you drop down, it will randomly fling you. And whereas fun, I'm giving it a 10 because I really like that.
That's great.
That was really fun.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad you liked your first game on the Spectrum. money well spent, I'd say.
Yeah.
And what do you say to the Stamper Brothers?
I'm going to say thank you.
Yeah?
I know you didn't get to... I know what you mean about letting your game speak for themselves, because they really do.
Very good, well done.